Let me see. Let me see. What's going on? What's going on? Got to get into it. Got to get into it. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. It's going to make this a quick live stream, real quick, because people want to know. Come on in. Come on in. All right. All right. Come on in. Come on in. What up? What up, EJ? Come on in. It's going to make this a quick live stream. Just quick, John. Just a quick, John. Let me know if I'm coming in clear. Let me know if I'm coming in clear. Give me a thumbs up if the audio good. We good? Sound good? Good on the sound? Y'all let me know. We good on the sound. All right, we good? All right. I know y'all hear my little instrumental playing in the background. But yeah, we gotta get into it, man, because people act so you got Tasha K under the notion that Papoose and Remy running a play on Claressa Shields because they in financial strain right now. They allegedly got, troubles with the IRS. Papoose and specifically has trouble with the IRS. He's like 300 and something $1,000 in debt with the IRS. Now, Tasha K searched these records and pulled these records up. Because you could search, if people got tax liens on them and stuff like that. That's like public record. So she pulled up some records that showed, Papoose debt. She also pulled up some liens, I guess they have on their properties as well. So it's like Remy and Papoose is like financial, and strength, they had dealing with some financial shit as far as the IRS. Now, she's under the notion that Tasha K is under the notion that Remy and Pap is still fucking with each other, but kind of playing into Claressa with the whole financial thing because I think she signed supposedly signed an $8 million deal with Win Records. And, Papoose, I guess, somehow is her manager and supposed to get, you know, a percentage of that. I think she said it was like 1 point something. So so the whole Christmas thing where Papoose and Remy had met up at the fur shop, allegedly. I did a whole video on that because I was like, all right, well, if she was there, if they wasn't there both together, then I'm like, why did the fur owner shop Daniel take the video down with him and Papoose? Because he was wearing the same clothes in both videos, and Remy's video and Papoose video. And so he claimed they was there at separate times on the same day. But I raised the question of who the hell was holding the camera. You know what I'm saying? I was like, who the hell is holding this camera? Who's holding the camera for Remy? And who's holding the camera for Papoose? So I'm thinking like they was there at the same time. That's why Claressa went on a whole shopping spree on Christmas Day, spending like 30K on Louis Vuitton and shit like that. Cause she was feeling some type of way about that. You know what I'm saying? She was feeling some type of way that Papoose went to go spend time with his wife and kids on Christmas and basically didn't take her. You know what I mean? So she felt some type of way about that on that day. So she went on a whole shopping spree, and then the videos dropped. The videos came out with them at the front. Well, Remy Ma's video was posted first with, her with the dude at the fur shop owner. And then a little bit later, Papoose video was posted with the dude and the fan. Well, I would say the PIs of you, the PIs of the social media recognized that the shop owner had on the same clothes. So they pieced two and two together and was like, oh shit, Clarissa, that's why Clarissa mad because she know they was at that first shop together and shit. You know what I mean? And now, since everything is, out and shit like that, you had Tasha K doing some poking around and shit. And she feel like that Papoose and, and Remy running the play on Clarissa Shields and shit. Now, me personally, I don't know, man. I can't call it. I think Pat really do like her, but it's somewhere shit going on there. But I don't think it's like to the point where I don't think he gonna try to play her like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know motherfuckers do dire straight shit for money, but I don't think the nigga gonna stoop that low. And I think he really like, Clarissa. You know what I'm saying? And he might be still in love with his wife because you can't really, I mean, how do you quickly fall out of love with somebody that quick? Just because a motherfucker got money. Like, just because Clarissa Shield is like breadwinning, I don't think a nigga will fall out of love out of a long-term relationship with his wife, having kids together, raising his older kids and her other kids and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's like a easy let go like that. That's probably why they ain't really finalized that divorce 1000% yet, because it might be still some shit lingering around. You know what I mean? And that's understandable because it ain't easy just to, fall out of love if you was in love for years and years and shit with somebody, especially the shit that they was going through as far as like him holding her down when she was in prison. You know what I'm saying? And they did the whole love and hip hop, black love shit and all that. And so I'm thinking like I don't think the nigga stoop that low. You know what I mean? And you could tell the dynamics is different between, you know, Clarissa and Pap and Remy and Pap. Of course, and it might be because age difference and shit like that. It could be shit like that. I mean, just different situations bring different situations out of different vibes out of a person's anyway. So, yeah, I mean, she a little younger. I think this nigga got a child, almost her age or her age and shit like that. So, you know, what you say, Ebony said Clarissa been in love with Pap Smear ever since. Yeah, because I seen a video. Matter of fact, I might have to play that shit. I'm gonna play the Tasha K video too. But I seen a video and shit of when Clarissa and Papoose was on, what's her name? One of them daytime talk shows and shit. And Clarissa was explaining how she hit Papoose up in the DM in 2020. Matter of fact, let me find that shit real quick. Before we play the Tasha K shit, let me look for that one real quick. Y'all gotta all right, hold on. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find this shit real quick. Y'all make sure y'all double tap the screen like this video. I'm just going live on the wing and shit because I came across this shit and I was like, let me just go through, do a quick live. Cause I've been on this storyline with the whole Papoose and all that shit. If y'all check the shorts, it's like millions and millions of views and you know what I mean. I've been getting on the shorts, following this whole storyline and shit. Cause it seemed like people interested in this whole storyline with Clarissa Shields and Papoose and all that shit. So I've been just staying on that. But let me see if I can find that. Let me see. I'm just doing this shit on the wing, y'all. I'm not. It was really wasn't planned for me and all that. I'm just on the wing with this shit. So let me see if I can find this John. Yeah, but this whole storyline is crazy. Then you got Clarissa Shields' sisters online wilding out and shit, which is crazy. The cousin. the cousin slash sister. Well, the cousin, I know I see a lot of people like, well, that's the cousin. Well, the cousins say they cousin slash sisters because she kind of raised, you know, not raised her, but kind of like, was teaching Clarissa how to defend herself and basically raising her, basically. You know what I'm saying? But y'all give me a moment. I'm trying to find this real quick because I did see this the other day. Um, People do be get social media do be giving Clarissa Shields a hard time. They be giving her a hard time like a motherfucker, but she don't she don't make it any better how she responds. Like, you know what I mean? Like everything don't require response. Like she jumping in people DMs, and I know she a fighter and she got that fighter nature in her, but when you a celebrity at the nature that you are and moving up, you can't just a lot of that shit you can't even respond to. It's like don't even get none of that shit no attention. You are who you are. Yeah, I mean, you made it. You up there. You know what I'm saying? You a millionaire. You in a different whole different tax bracket, whole different, you know, your surroundings is different. You this ain't motherfucking Flint, Michigan and Detroit. You can't be responding to all that shit on there. Now some shit might require you to respond and you know what I mean and talk your shit because people you can't let people out here just play with you like that. You know what I mean? But you can't respond to every goddamn thing. She hopping in all like it's these pages that be making fun of her and shit, doing different videos that be doing reaction videos and shit. She be hopping in their DM and saying, you know what I mean, you gonna just because they gonna snapshot that shit and show it anyway. I'm trying to find this, y'all. Bear with it, brother, because I forgot the ladies talk show. I forgot the ladies talk show. I think this, yeah, I think this is it right here. I believe this is it. Stevenson fight. Yeah. And then you shook her hand and said you were a fan. Yeah. Oh yeah, here it go, y'all. All right, listen. Yeah. And then you shook her hand and said you were a fan. Yeah, I happened to be walking to my seat and I was happened to be. Yeah, and I was like, wow, is that Claressa Shields? I've always been a fan of her. Yeah, I got a video he sent me back in 2000 and was it 20 or something? So he's been a fan. You get your moment to say I'm a fan. Yeah, I see her. And when I went to shake her hand, I realized how beautiful she was. I was like, oh. Thank you. And so, never to be shy, as the rumor I heard, you then slipped into the DMs and offered him VIP tickets to the fight. Yeah, she did. Yeah, you know what? She did. She did. No, so it was like he's a fan of boxing. And why not come and see the greatest fight? Yeah. But I did recognize, like, right away, I'm like, that's a good-looking man. When I talked about it, I said, hey, you got me blind, and I say he's a good-looking man. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. So when I put in there, it was like, but I didn't even know that I liked him until, like, about 2 weeks. We was texting back and forth. We was texting back and forth for the longest. Well, I love this part. You were texting, but then you sent each other poems. Yes. I don't have them on, but yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We started at some point. Because I rap too. I found out that she does poetry. You do. My rapper started off as poetry when I was back in school. I used to write it, but he didn't believe me, but he told me the same thing with him. So he sent me a poem, and then I sent him one back, and then we kind of did one. Like, we did one together. We did one separate. We got a few different poems, yeah. Are you going to turn these poems into a book or a song? Or we should. She's really good. So, we met at the Shakur Stevenson. All right, so this show, then, I forgot this lady name. I think they got it in the caption. Yeah, this Tamara Hall show. So she did slip in his DMs in 2020. I know she was in Remy DM and his DM, but yeah, that's the thing though. Like if he a married man and shit, you kind of like got to go about that different. You should have had somebody else reach out to him. You know what I mean? You should have had like your team and whatever reach out to him and send him not just hopping in the married nigga DM. Even though they split up, it still kind of look weird as shit. You know what I mean? Like hopping in somebody DM in 2020. You know what I mean? A married nigga DM and shit. You know what I mean? So, I mean, hey, it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? But let me go ahead and get to this Tasha K video real quick. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. All right, so this Tasha K, all right, she titled this shit, Papoose and Remy Ma running game on Claressa Shields to cover their taxes debt. All right, let's get into it. Let me know we good on the sound and shit.
Look at portrait. And he got one. Yeah, beautiful girl. I'm sad to report because here's the thing: the Christmas thing. We gotta go back to 2025. I'm so sorry about this, y'all. We gotta rewind it back. I gotta do one spin for this. We gotta rewind it back, okay? So the Christmas thing had me bothered. Had a lot of y'all bothered. Claressa spent Christmas alone. She was live in the Louis Vuitton store buying Louis Vuitton bags and a duffel bag. Posted the receipt of the duffel bag online. Had Papoose give her a Louis Vuitton box with a duffel bag in it and forgot that she had posted the receipt stating that she bought the duffel bag that he gave her. Then she said, hey, can you get this online so people would think you bought me something? Same way he was holding the camera for Remy Ma that she claims that he was not with on Christmas Day when they was in the store. And when this video came out, and they put it in my DM and I posted it, the owner of this fur coat store deleted the video. But too late. Tasha K already had it, boo. Proof that they was together on Christmas. He was with his kids, his wives, Remy. He held the camera when Remy did her little video. But he trying to say, oh, this was 2 different days. He just had on this, so the store owner just happened to have on the same shirt. I personally think they're still sleeping together because when folks need money, let's start with the $8 million deal that Claressa allegedly got because we don't know if she got it from Win Records. Y'all have to watch Claressa Shields' cousin's interview. Even though y'all had a disdain for her, I don't think she was lying. The Win Records deal, $8 million deal. Where would Papoose get $8 million from to give to Claressa for fights? When we got pawn shop receipts from Remy Ma of Papoose pawning a bracelet, a necklace. Remy Ma claims that Papoose pawned her bracelet because he needed cash. She said he was broke. Remy put him out. He moves into Claressa Shields' apartment and start driving her car and wearing her jewelry. And she wearing his because she thinks that he bought her a chain when it was his chain. That's why she looked at him when he gave her the chain for her birthday. And she was like, well, where's your chain? I don't see your chain on you. Where's it? So when Remy made this video here, and I want you to listen closely to what she says about Papoose in this video. Listen to his real name.
Every time you come up, mentions me, says anything, or do anything that I don't like, every time your current come up situation, I'ma drag you. And every time you bring your little girly self on here and saying something, I'ma drag you. Every time, Willie.
Damn,
I'm gonna drag you every time, Willie.
Yeah, Willie Mack.
It was a few of y'all in my comments saying, Papoose name ain't Willie. Well,
I think his middle name
the reason people don't know his real name is because he goes by Papoose. And then when you look at his Wikipedia, it's like, what's his first name? It's a girl name? What is it? Shamel. Is that Shamel William Willett Mackey? And so that's why we weren't able to find details on Papoose and his financial records. And it took us a long time to get these. But when we got these and we saw that he currently owes and has not paid taxes for the past, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, not 10, not 11, not 12, but 13 years. As of last year, $182,492.59. This is a notice of a federal tax lien under William Willett Mackey. He also has an updated tax lien. You got that one, Jasmine? So they took the lien on the property. Okay, so they took the lien on the property. We're gonna get to the property in just a second. 180,000.
Yeah, so that's another thing too. So that's what you're seeing right there on the screen is the tax, how much he owe on, you see the dates and the amount, the balance on the next to him. So he owe like over, 300 and something $1,000, I think. So I think Remy owes some shit too that she pulled up. So yeah, that's what we looking at. Let's continue though. Make sure y'all double tap the screen like this video. Shout out to y'all that just tuned in. I see the great spills the tea. Ebony Dancer. Shout out to EJ. Who else in here? Mind my business. Shout out to y'all. All right, I ain't playing this live. It's just a quick hop on joint.
The other says $309,000. So there's a second tax lien. For $9,856.83. These are just papooses. Now, the reason I think that this is a tender swindler, the reason I think that there's some tricking going on here is because when Papoose and Remy were together doing an endorsement in a fur coat store the other day, she seemed very happy to be there. When I found her tax record, how much is those tax liens? Remy currently has $622,474.76.
Dang, so she over.
Guess who's gonna pay it?
Almost
the one,
700 grand.
according to her own cousin, okay, that got a disability check when she was a kid for being just a tad bit off. This is unfortunate the way they playing this little girl in her face. I know you don't like me at all, Claressa. You ain't gotta like me, but I know you're going to look up one day and say, "We, as winos, told you so." Rounded up in a powder.
I don't know, yo. What y'all think of that shit, man? So I guess they owe according to what Tasha K pulled up, they are both, almost owe $1 million and something together and shit. All right, so let me do this real quick. Let me get into the motherfucking the cousin sister. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can get into this. This you said, EJ, what you say is possibly they playing her. I don't put it past people, but I don't think the boy Poose is stoop that low. Like, he don't strike me as a nigga that, I know he from grimy ass Brooklyn and shit. Them Brooklyn niggas he from the era of the stick up. When Brooklyn niggas was sticking niggas up like crazy. He from that era. But I don't think he that type of nigga, man. I don't think he gonna play out of some bread just for for him and Remy Ma and shit like that. I don't think. I don't put it past people, but he don't strike me as that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I think he really do like Claressa. You know what I mean? I really think he does. Yeah, it's a freshly new relationship. He still got his marriage holding over his head. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he really can't move on with that girl until they get that divorce and shit. Now you got Claressa out here talking about she ready to have a kid in 2026 and she want to get married and all that shit. But yeah, y'all gotta take that other shit gotta get taken care of. Like he can't be planning a family with you and got a whole nother family and still married and shit. Like y'all gotta do something about that. You know what I mean? ASAP if y'all want to try to move on. Cause I ain't against people moving on. Hey, Remy with the nigga block captain, he moved on. You know what I mean? I think it should be fair on Papoose and Remy to take care of that for both of the sakes of their relationships that they have separate for Claressa and block captain. You know what I mean? They should take care of that. It ain't really fair to the other niggas that's that they in a relationship with. They gotta handle that shit. You know what I mean? So I was trying to get to this cousin slash sister because she did an interview with Tasha K. So I'm trying to get into that real quick. Let me see if it's because I know she did some highlights on her page and shit. So I was trying to pull that up as well. Yeah, this shit crazy out here, man. Yeah, this is a crazy situation with them. Shout out to y'all just tuning in, man. I ain't even playing this live. I seen this shit with the Tasha K reporting on that, and I just hopped on. It's like, yeah, let me just go live and shit. I've been posting a whole bunch of shorts on, Claressa and Papoose and the whole 50 Cent shit, and been really, running the numbers up on that shit. I think I'm like 8 million plus views this month so far on just, fucking with this storyline and 50 Cent and the beefs and all that shit. So I've been running the numbers up on this shit. I think I'm at 7,300. I think I'm almost at 7,400 subscribers. Just 2 weeks ago, I was just at what 2,000 is 2,300 subs. That's just show you how consistent you are. And I ain't no, it's for motherfuckers to say I buy motherfucking buy me buying subscribers, and that wouldn't even work for a nigga like me. I got a business to run. So buying subscribers ain't gonna do nothing but fuck up my business. You know what I mean? So this is just hard work, dedication, and just grinding and fucking the algorithm up. Just knowing how to play the fucking algorithm. You know what I mean? And plus, you can see the engagements. Like if you a motherfucker that buys subscribers, you ain't gonna get no engagements because that's all bot shit. You know what I mean? That's just all numbers and shit. But you gotta look at the motherfucker. If the motherfucker got engagements, then you know the shit official. So all the videos I got with millions of views and hundreds of thousands, you see it ain't nothing but all engagements under that motherfucker. People, you know what I mean, engaging in the conversation because of the content. You know what I mean? All right, let me see if I'm trying to find this shit. I don't see it. I gotta give me a minute. Hold on. But yeah, I don't think Poose. Y'all let me know, man. Y'all think Poose and Remy running a play on Claressa, man? What y'all think, man? What y'all think? Uh I don't wanna believe that no shit like that. That'll be fucked up. I don't wanna believe no shit like that. That'll be fucked up. All right, where the fuck is the cousin? Oh, I know what to do. All right. Yeah. You said keep bringing that content. Yeah, I'm trying to maintain. I'm heavy on the storylines too. So if the content, I'm fucking with the storylines. If it's a storyline that's keep continuing like this Claressa Shields and Papoose shit, this is the whole fucking storyline. It's like a whole internet um social media reality show. You know what I'm saying? It's like the story that keeps on giving is, and you got other characters coming into play, niggas like 50 Cent, Remy, you know what I mean? Like it's just like a whole John with this. I mean, a whole fucking a whole John with this going on. So I'm fucking with the storyline, you know what I'm saying? All right, let me see. Then you got Clarissa sisters involved, you know what I mean? A cousin, sisters, you know what I mean? All types of shit. All right, I got it. I found it, y'all. Like, give me, can I get five? All right, so this is Clarissa blood cousin slash sister. On the time Clarissa allegedly denied her $500 to get rid of her baby. So I guess this cousin was trying to get an abortion, whatever, and Clarissa told her I wasn't paying for no abortion. You know what I mean? She feel like it's against her moral to pay for some shit like that. So the cousin had the baby. Clarissa ended up with the baby, taking the baby from her because she said she was going to adopt her because the cousin ain't want the child. So Clarissa adopted the child, and so forth and so on. So let me go ahead and run this shit, bro. Let me know if we can hear this shit. I don't believe in abortions. You're gonna burn in hell. I had moved away. I had gotten a real bad domestic violence relationship, and when I moved back to Michigan,
None of my siblings, Brianna, Peanut, Ressa, nobody had nowhere to stay at. So I moved them all into my house. When I moved them all into my house, I just went back to what I knew, which was tricking and selling drugs. You feel me? So that's what I was doing. And I ended up getting pregnant. I really didn't have the funds because of everybody that I was taking care of. So I asked Claressa, I'm like, can I get $500 so I can go get an abortion? She was like, I don't believe in abortions. You're going to burn in hell. God don't like for you to kill babies. Just keep it and I'm going to adopt the baby. I was like, you sure? Are you positive? She was like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. It's not my responsibility no more. Boom. So you gave her your baby? Yeah, and then me and her got into it about a Nintendo Wii that I pawned so I could pay a bill at my house. And then she called me and told me I would never see that baby again. And I just asked a simple question. Who's going to watch this baby for you while you go train? Her exact words was my sister Michelle and Terry Key. Bitches, you dumb. Terry Key is a known fucking pedophile in our fucking family, and you told me that this nigga done tried to rape you before, and you gonna tell me you finna leave a baby that can't talk with this nigga? Is you out your, this nigga done touched his own fucking kids before. Damn. So yeah, I called the police. I sure the fuck did. I called the police to get the baby because if I can protect you, you better believe I'm gonna protect something that came out of me. So that's Shalita Savage. That's I don't know. She called Claressa and them her siblings, so that's why I call her Claressa Shields and them sister. Is the Claressa saying that's the cousin, but so I guess that's their cousin, but they all sisters, play off as sisters and shit. So yeah, I mean, so that's. But damn, she said that Claressa took the child and shit, but Claressa be so busy trying to train it, for fights and shit that, she who's gonna watch the child. So she appointed, she said the cousin Peanut said then the sister right here claiming the cousin claiming that Peanut is an alleged, rapist and shit. You know what I'm saying? Pedo and shit. So the cousin, like, why you gonna leave the child with him when he allegedly touched his own child and shit like that? I'm like, whoa, y'all on the internet heavy with that family business and shit. That's some crazy shit. Now I dropped the video on the page of the other sister, Brianna, the older sister, basically defending Claressa Shields against that social media, and all this shit that been going on as far as with social media, fucking with Claressa, like just going in on her heavy, talking about her hair, her skin, her clothes, talking about, just everything, yo. It's like people be really going in on her like crazy and shit. You know what I mean? I don't really fuck with that part of it because she do be coming on here getting kind of ditzy sometimes, but that ain't like you could tell she ain't really like I wouldn't because she's not a bad person, man. Like she got good intentions. She just on here, flaunting her shit, talking her shit. You know what I mean? She from Flint. She came up hard, rough time and shit. Now she, she using her skills to get to the millions. And when her confidence level is up now. So I mean, I expect it, and then the internet coming at her crazy. So you really got to expect her to talk her shit if she can, you know what I mean? Because you see her journey and shit. You know what I mean? You see like how she used to how her clothes used to be back in the day and shit. Like she from a rough motherfucking area. Like she ain't really have it like that. You can tell by the clothes and the hair, and she never had wore makeup, never had her hair done. Her clothes was always fucked up. Bummy ass sneakers and shit like that. So she rumbled her way up out the motherfucking gutter. I respect the shit out of that. She rumbled her way out the motherfucking gutter. You can't do nothing but respect that. You know what I mean? Oh, thanks for y'all. Y'all said the thumbnail. Sorry. Appreciate that. Yeah, but I mean, I only can respect a person that do that rumble their way out the motherfucking gutter. You know what I mean? I can respect that. I'm from the motherfucking gutter, so I can relate. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the motherfucking gutter, so I relate to that shit. That's why I don't be
really going. I be critiquing her on some shit she be doing when she be responding to motherfuckers. Like I'm like, why you even responding to that shit? Like, why even say that shit? Like her with the whole colorism thing she did. Like, she was like the light skin bitches always hating on her and shit. I'm like, you shouldn't even fuck with that. Like, you should have just stayed far away from that shit. Cause that only gonna bring you more issues when you start trying to colorize shit. You know what I mean? And bring color into it, and saying it's just the light skinned bitches hating on you and all that. That's yeah, I wouldn't even fuck with none of that. Nah, hell no. All right, let me see if I can pull some shit up real quick. Yeah, I wouldn't even fuck with that. Yeah, but with Tasha K, with the notion that I mean, and the thing about it, Tasha K be right about some shit though. When she be calling some shit out later on down the line, that shit be coming out true. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So I a lot of shit she called, you know what I mean, called on early on, later on came out that, and it was what it was. So I don't know if she be getting the inside scoop on shit. People just be telling, hitting her up and be giving her the inside scoop on shit. But yeah, that shit, that shit crazy. I don't want her to be right about this though. I mean, but if so, then it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, anything, sour or anything, any type of plot or anything, any type of scheme gotta be exposed. You know what I'm saying? Because can't be playing with motherfuckers' lives out here like that. So that shit has to be exposed if that's the truth. And gotta sort it out. It'll all come out because if you went into something with pure intentions and your heart is pure and you got some motherfucker on the other side trying to scheme, that shit gonna get blown. That shit gonna get blown wide open. No diddy. It's going to get exposed because you got one person that has pure intentions, then you got another person that's scheming. Do shit get ugly? Yeah, shit can get ugly and people get hurt. Yeah, but it's all for the greater good for the person that came in with pure intentions. Yeah, I mean, the other person came in scheming. Yeah, I mean, get the fuck up out of here. Pretty much deserve whatever happened to you after that, because your heart wasn't pure. You came in with an agenda. You know what I mean? And you ain't really had no pure intentions on being with the person. You know what I mean? Shit like that. That's crazy. That's why I don't want this shit to be true for the for damn, I just posted these shorts last night. One got 146K. The other one got 160K. These just Jones up on the front, and I don't even know what the fuck they look like on the back end. But this storyline is a big thing right now. People fucking with it. So you know what I mean. So I'm on this shit. All right, so let me play this. So
Somebody said white pap. Not pap.
all right, so you have like the fans asking Claressa why she chose Pat and shit. Like they was in the comment section saying why you choose Papoose, and she basically was like, why not? Why not choose him? So she kind of just go into that. Let me play that shit real quick.
Somebody said white pap. Not pap. I mean, shit. Why not? He fine. He tall.
That's it.
He got good skin. I love. Oh, he's seasoned. He's a little older than me. What? You want me to go into more detail? He's smart. He can rap. I love hearing his voice, the way he talks to me. When he whisper, or when he just talks to me. My what? Come on now. Talking about some why pap? Why not pap? And why not the gloat, honey? Somebody said why pap.
All right, so people, you said what you say, fun size gamer. You said a scheme was set up by Todd. You talking about Candy Burrow's husband, Todd, the bull Todd. You saying the bull Todd setting that shit up? I don't know if Todd. You think Todd set that shit up? I don't think the boy Ty gonna do no shit like that. The boy Tony said, Pap ain't all that. I mean, he all that for her. You know what I mean? That's that. You know what I mean? Like you can't really, you know, that's outside people opinion really ain't gonna matter to the chick that's involved with him. You know what I mean, she felt like he was all that. So you know what I mean, and sometimes shit ain't all about looks. You know what I mean? It ain't all about looks all the time. It's what a motherfucker, bring to the table, far as what how he treating you, how how he handling you, how he looking out for you and shit like that. Sometimes it ain't all about the looks. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, you would like your partner to be, you know, somewhat of attractive and shit. I mean, but the nigga's supposed to be uglier than the chick anyway. Like, if you were a nigga that looked better than you, looks wise, it's like, man, get rid of this motherfucker, y'all. You were a nigga that looked better than you. You know what I mean? What's the fuck is that the point? The woman always supposed to look better than the man. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no motherfucking sense. That shit don't make no sense at all. You know what I mean? Shit, IO prettier than me. She look way better than me. As she's supposed to be. You know what I mean? I mean, I ain't an ugly nigga, but she look supposed to look better than me. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? That don't make no fucking sense. You ever see a nigga that look better? He walking, you see the nigga walking with his chick and she look better than that nigga. Like, what the fuck is the point? Like, what the hell we doing here? You got, you know what I mean? Shit don't look right. Some mismatch shit. Ebony Dancing said I wouldn't mess with a man that's prettier than me because I will find him in the mirror more than me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the fuck? That don't make no sense. You a fun gamer. You say you see it all the time. All right. Like, that's crazy as shit, bro. I'm like, I ain't gonna fuck with no chick that look uglier than me. I'm good on that. You uglier than me, I ain't giving you no motherfucking chance. I ain't you uglier than me. I'm good. Fuck all that. my ch- my woman gotta look better than me. Real talk. She gotta look better than me. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Fuck all that. Yo, you funny as shit, Mr. Fun Size Gamer. Nigga said, we know this, JR, you almost dead. Fuck out of here. Y'all niggas crazy.
Somebody said,
All right, so Claressa hype as shit. Rihanna mentioned her on motherfucking X.com and shit. Now people saying that Rihanna said that to basically troll Clarissa on some, cause she said some shit like what the fuck did Rihanna say?
somebody said, why?
Yeah, she said Clarissa, she posted a video and it said Clarissa Shields type going about him. So Clarissa went live and shit and was kind of, gloating and shit like, damn, Rihanna said my name. Now people saying Rihanna said that based off the fact she was trolling Clarissa, but I don't think Rihanna's watching social media like everybody else watching social media. So she ain't like she don't see that shit on her timeline. That this whole Clarissa Shields and Papoose shit, and then 50 going at him, and then all the people that got pages and shit making videos and shit talking about Clarissa. Clarissa ain't ugly, man. Like that's fucked up that people be calling her ugly because she ain't ugly, man. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't motherfucking ugly. She you know, but they be doing her dirty. You know what I mean? Now, now the people that be doing a little parodies and shit. That shit be funny. Like people that be doing a little impersonations of her, and I fuck with those videos. Some Jones be funny as shit. But I don't really fuck with the people that just be dogging her out, like, you know what I mean? Just be dogging her. But the people that emulate her and be doing parodies of some of the shit she be doing, a lot of that shit be funny. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Alicia, like, she ain't ugly, man. Like, they out here bugging. She came up rough. She came up from Flint, Michigan. It's rough. Like, we see the water, even the water in Flint, Michigan, fucked up. Let's not forget now. She came up a time where all that water and shit was all, whoo. Remember that I think that water's still contaminated over there. Y'all remember the contaminated water in Flint? Motherfucking water was coming out looking like goddamn rusted mud water and shit. Chemicals and shit. All in the She grew up in that shit. Where they had to bathe and drink that shit. You know what I'm saying? So she really from the motherfucking gutter. So I don't even respect her for rumbling her ass up out the ghetto, man. She used her hands instead of beating motherfuckers up on the streets. Somebody took a chance on her and seeing she could fight, took her in the gym, trained, and she rumbled her way to the motherfucking top. I respect that. Like you only could respect that. You know what I mean? As far as her dating Papoose, the married nigga, you know what I mean? That's what it is right now. I mean, I'm sure they'll work that shit out. I mean, the nigga, nobody really talks about the boy Easy. Like it's mainly just Claressa, Papoose and Remy. They don't really be talking about the boy Block Captain like that. That nigga gets no type of media attention. Only time he really get a media attention if Remy mention him or some shit like that. But other than that, he ain't. And he's a character in this. Like he's a character in their storyline, but his shit is just don't get, that much attention. He don't really get that much attention on his in his storyline. But like I said, I feel like you say he's so lame. Yeah, that's what they be calling him and shit. Well, that Post be calling the boy, calling him lame and shit. Well, shit, the fans be calling him lame. You said Tony. Yeah, yo, I seen the boy, Tony Rich. The boy posted a video and shit like a few weeks ago with him and Claressa in the gym. And she like, ain't that's the boy she used to fuck with? And she like jumped on him, had her legs wrapped around him and shit. And he was on some reminiscent shit talking about the times we shared in the gym. And yeah, he out here doing a little bit of talking because I seen him post a video. It was like, I think it was back in December. Um, I might have to post that shit for y'all. I might have to post that as a short, do a quick little short report on that. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's like on some reminiscent shit. Leisha, you said easy a cornball. Yeah, yeah. I mean, dang, I gotta get into this. Cassidy just dropped a diss track on Easy the Block Captain too. You know what I mean? I gotta probably do a review on that shit. I might have to do that on my hip hop channel. Hip Hop Culture Today. Make sure y'all go subscribe to that. Hip Hop Culture Today. That's Night and Day's hip hop channel. You know what I mean? So that's strictly hip hop over there. We might start going live over there on some hip hop discussion, maybe do some verses type shit on there. Battle of the MCs, battle of the producers. You know what I mean? Battle of the free. We already got some freestyle battles on there as far as like versus style freestyle live stream Jones. He said Papoose is a lame and a leech. That's what the people saying. I mean, you got people out here saying that he leeching off Clarissa Shields and shit. She the breadwinner. I mean, she out here really, she at the top. She at the top right now as far as women's boxing. She the face of that shit right now. I think Papoose is a supporter though. Like I don't want to believe that Pat and Remy running game on Clarissa so they could, get some bread out of her to pay them back taxes and all that shit. I mean, because Remy started Remy Network. She got her own network. It's doing good. She got over hundreds of thousands of people downloading the app. Hey, she just started following us on Night and Day Network. So hopefully we can speak to them and get our cartoons and shit on there because I know they don't have no cartoons on there, especially no shit like ours. So then we had Jamie Foxx following us and like they watching what the fuck we doing. Cause we our work, you know what I mean? Our work be speaking for itself. They watching what the fuck we doing. So I might we might try to holler at them. Y'all might see us on Remy Network with our motherfucking our series on there and shit. Cause I know that she need content. She was explaining that they need content on there. And she did start following us on the pages and all that shit. So they watching what the fuck we doing, man. So you might see us on Remy Network and shit. Yeah, I mean, I'll be speaking shit into existence and that shit be happening. So we making shit happen. Yeah, I was fucked up when Jamie Foxx and Jamie Foxx follows on both pages too, like the Night and Day cartoon page on Instagram and the Night and Day _ network. And I look, I'm like, what the fuck? Jamie Foxx follows on both of these motherfuckers, and then he posted us on his Instagram and shit. And I'm like, damn, these niggas watching what the fuck we doing. That shit blew my motherfucking mind real quick. I said, okay, Mr. Jamie Foxx, let's put some work in, man. Let's get this work done. We fucking around with a animated goddamn Jamie Foxx series and shit. Let's get this shit popping. You know what I mean? I'm like, he ain't following us for no, and both pages at that, he ain't following us for no reason. I'm like, holla at us if you want to work. We had Cam Newton hitting us up and shit. Cam Newton jumped in our DM. It was like, yeah, I mean, give us in the props on the cartoons and shit. Motherfucking Monique posted us on her shit. I'm like, oh, these motherfucking industry niggas watching what we doing because they realize the next phase and shit, like regular TV phasing out. So shit like this taking presence, like the Papoose and Remy shit and Clarissa shit. That's a whole fucking storyline online. And not only that, the blue face and the Krishan shit is a storyline online on social media. And I just seen that they both signed boxing deals. I seen Krishan just signed her first professional fight boxing deal, and then Blueface, I think, is fighting that same night. He signed a deal, so they got a whole fucking storyline going where they're separate, but everywhere Krishan is being promoted, Blueface is at. So they both signed deals on that boxing shit. And then you got Clarissa saying if she need help, if Krishan need help for her training and shit like that, or tips on boxing, she willing to step in and be that mentor for her and shit. So I'm like, oh, so these storylines is crossing each other. I'm like, oh, so y'all trying to make these storylines cross each other online. I see what the fuck y'all doing. I see Monique ass talking about she ready to box. She said Monique said she calling out anybody that's a senior citizen her age and up. She willing to box them. And she said she want Clarissa Shields to be a trainer. You know what I mean? She said she even wanted to jump in the ring. I think Monique like 56, 58 years old, 56 or 58, something like that. She said she ready to jump in the motherfucking ring and box. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Monique over there putting that work in though. She got that whole motherfucking workout fitness shit going on her channel shit. I'm like, oh, so I see where this Krishan and shit, Krishan and Blueface shit might cross storylines with this Papoose and Clarissa Shields shit. I'm keeping my eye out on that shit, seeing what the fuck going on. Ebony, you said when I looked it up, it said celebrity boxing is what Christian signed the papers too. So I'm kind of confused. Yeah, it's the X Rumble, which is owned by the celebrity boxing dude. Yeah, yeah, and they definitely gonna draw an audience for that shit because like Krishan got a whole fucking her storyline is big. That's why what you call was trying to get her on Steve Wilkos was trying to get the her and Blueface on the Steve Wilkos show because they a big sensation on social media. And now Pat and Clarissa is a big sensation on social media. You know what I mean? It's like Krishan and Blueface storyline, and then under that it'll be Papoose and Clarissa Shields storyline and shit. And I mean, even 50 blew it up a little bit more by him dissing them out of nowhere. That's where all this shit started. 50 Cent just woke up on troll time, posted them and shit, laughing at them. I forgot what the first post was, but it started from that. Like 50 Cent started trolling Clarissa and Papoose and shit. That's because Remy 50 and Remy is cool with each other. You know what I mean? They real close. Like 50 was looking out for Remy while she was in jail, shit like that. Like, and then after that, business, like just making sure she was good, like on industry wise. I realized 50 do that a lot too. He be looking out for certain people when they go to jail and shit. Like Fetty Wap just going to jail and coming home. Fetty Wap saying 50 made sure he was good and shit. You know what I mean? Looking out for him and shit, just getting out. You said, would you say baby Bacon Bit said as soon as Krishan get hit in the head, get hit dead in the face in the ring, she gonna go pit bull. Also, yeah, that's what she did with them clout chasing ass chicks in Compton that slapped her and shit. They woke up a beast. She started fighting all them motherfuckers at the same time. And that's what kind of got Krishan's boxing career started based off her getting jumped in motherfucking Compton and her holding herself down. Yeah, that I know that's what people saying and shit. Uh, that she put all that time into her son because he special needs and shit. You know what I mean? I don't think she should be doing that shit alone though. Like her and Blueface need to come to some type of understanding, and they both need to be working on getting that kid some help. Like you really can't really put it all on her, on Krishan and shit, because that's Blueface son as well. So they both equally responsible for getting that child some help. I like that. I be like the internet be going in on Krishan hard as shit, and some of that shit she be bringing on herself because how she handling shit. But Far as like the responsibility, that's on both of them equally. You know what I mean? Like nobody really grill Blueface like they be grilling her, where they equally responsible for getting that child some help. He said, "Come on." He said, "So you believe blue?" I don't know. They did the blood test. They said now this is Claressa. The Blueface mom said they did the blood test. It came out. It is Blueface child. They did the test on a social on a reality show that Claressa got the reality show, that six sock shit, whatever they did the blood test on there, and it is Blueface child. You know what I mean? Oh, she said she ain't provide no receipts. Oh, she lying out here. Let me find out, motherfucker, Carlisa lying and shit. Yeah, he said she lied. Damn. Damn, Carlisa, they said you lying out this joint, bro. They said you lying out this joint. They saying you ain't. They said you lied about the test. Yeah, they was posting the clips from that shit and all that, saying, I mean, like, yeah, that's Blueface. Yeah, they did the blood work, blood test. I seen the dad holding the joint in his hand though. Like Blueface dad was holding the blood test results in his hand and shit. They ain't take their ass on Mari Povich joint, man. Let Mari Povich get to the bottom of it. You are not the father. Oh, she said she blocked you on IG. As I said, show the oh. Oh, so you called Carlisa out on a blood test and she blocked you. Huh. That might be some shit right there. It might be some shit right there. Damn. It might be some shit right there. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. Let me see what this now you got some people saying that this relationship between Papoose and Claressa ain't gonna last. Yeah, people out here saying that shit. I'm like, I don't know. I can't call it, man. I mean, it is a big age gap. I mean, but that don't really matter. Sometimes that shit don't matter. But you can see where he gotta kind of show her the ropes on some things. Cause she come from a hard background, so she ain't really got, the mindset of she got to be groomed into being a wife and all that. Like you can still tell she's kind of rough around the motherfucking edges. Damn, I don't know. I'm all over the place, but I'm thinking about hopping on this Kaya versus Tokyo Tony shit on the Night and Day Talk Media. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Night and Day Talk Media. I might have to take that storyline over there with Tokyo Tony and motherfucking Kaya and shit going back and forth. That shit crazy. I might have to get on Smokey O Tony and motherfucking Kaya and shit. Kaya still sitting behind that dusty ass motherfucking. She's still sitting on that with that dusty ass crib in the background and shit. All that brown and shit that be in the back. Kaya crazy as shit with that. Yeah, that shit crazy. You said Pat want to go home. Yeah, that shit crazy with the Kai and Tokyo Tony shit. I might have to get on that. He said Tokyo need smoking that shit. Yes, Tokyo be smoking motherfucking blunts back to back like chain smoking cigarettes and shit. That's cause she be stressed. She be over that motherfucker. That's her medication to keep her ass cool and calm and shit. That's to keep our ass cool and calm. Tokyo, I think Tokyo can't go without smoking no motherfucking weed. That's why we call her Smokey O Tony. She can't go without smoking no weed, bro. She'll lose her fucking mind if she ain't got no weed. Now the other substance, I don't know what other substance she doing, allegedly doing, supposedly. I don't know that. I only can speak on what I see her do on live streams and shit. Smoking a motherfucking weed, like chain smoking blunts, back to back and shit. Yeah, I might have to get on this Tokyo Tony Kaya shit. Yeah, you said we held EJ. You said we held Tokyo together for a minute. Yeah, yeah, we us in Tokyo and Jag and all that shit. Yeah, we had a run with that shit, and then shit start getting weird. They start getting weird. They just got on some weird shit. See them motherfuckers. When you desperate for money out here, you start getting on some weird shit, and that's what happened. Jag and Tokyo got on some weird shit because they was desperate for motherfucking money. You know what I mean? And that's where shit got weird at. Oh, Cuba, thanks for the gift. I ain't even know gifts and shit was on this joint. All right, shout out to Cuba. Cuba R6R for the gift. I ain't even know gifts was on this motherfucker. All right. I got my little first gift and shit. You know what I mean? That's what's up. But yeah, then you got 50 clowning motherfucking T.I. Yo, what y'all think about T.I. comedy, man? T.I. got chill. I don't know. That shit. I watched a little bit of that comedy special and shit. I'm like, yeah, this shit, T.I., man, you gotta get some fucking writers, bro. This shit is not funny. You had to get some writers. They got 50 Cent clowning him and shit on this comedy. You gotta get some writers, man. This shit just simply not fucking funny. All right, let me see. Trying to see what's going on out this joint. Yeah, I seen like mainly clips and shit from it. All right, so Krishan Rock makes history as the first female super middleweight champion. Huh? Champion? How the fuck she a champion? She ain't even fight yet. They go Fox Soul. Y'all be on some shit over. So it says big moves for Krishan Rock, reality TV star, putting all her energy and focus into boxing journey after signing with X Rumble Fighting Championship as their first female super middleweight champion. She ain't a champion yet. Gotta wait till she get in there and see what she can do. Legendary boxer Claressa Shields is also showing her support, ready to guide and inspire Krishan along the way. Yeah, that's what I said, EJ. I'm glad Ti trying to different avenues, but he got to get some writers, man. Like even the greats started off. They had writers. They had some of them had writers and shit, or people that can really give you some pointers and shit. Like yeah, this shit crazy. Uh, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't even have an opponent yet. Yeah, she don't have an opponent. That's why I was wondering who they matching her up with. Like, is it gonna be another internet sensation person they trying to match her up with? I mean, to make this match big, they would have to match her up with somebody that's that's famous and shit. Yes, I don't think they have. They never announced the opponent yet. Yeah, they haven't announced her opponent. That's why I was waiting to see who she was gonna fight. Yeah, he said Rumble ex Rumble dude is telling people to register on IG. Yeah, now let me see.
Sean Rock and Krishan is officially signing with X Rumble Fighting Championships to make her boxing debut at X Rumble Boxing April 25th at Harris, Philadelphia, Chester.
Oh, she fighting in Philly too.
And her trainer,
Yeah,
Ford,
she fighting. She fighting in the city.
I saw the talent there. So let's do the signing. That's good. Listen, I'm telling you, you sign that contract. Sign that contract, you ready for this fight. Yep. Just sign right here.
Just to even read the con. Yeah, nah, she probably read the. She probably got a lawyer and shit to probably look over that joint on the back end. They usually do that first, and then they sign on camera. To make the deal official as far as like to the public. They use that for the promotion, but I'm pretty sure they already worked that deal out in the backdrop. And that's usually how the contracts work. Lawyer look come through, you get your lawyer look over this shit. I mean, make sure everything good, and then you can get on camera and sign and pop your bottle of champagne and all that shit with the contract. But I mean, yeah. Yeah, she probably got a lawyer that probably look her shit over. Cause mostly when you get contracts and shit, you just get a lawyer. I mean, you can get a lawyer to look your shit over. I mean, pay him a couple $100 to look your shit over. Might cost a couple hundred to a couple thousand, just depending on you know the contract if we got to make changes. Because usually you get your lawyer the contract, he look it over. Shit don't look right. Scribble a lot of shit on the. You get your contract back with a lot of scrabble, script shit crossed out and written in red, and I need to change this and change that, and you know what I mean. Usually, that's how it go. And then they final move would be to get online and sign the contract in front of the in front of the world and shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And I think Clarissa fights. I think she fights February 22nd. You say you truly hope. Oh, Prince Sean knock her ass out. Mm, I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know about that. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I just came away that you know, the after I seen that Tasha K video and shit. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to, chime in on that. Go a little quick live, a quick, real quick on that shit. I was just trying to see what else going on out here. Trying to see what else going on out this motherfucker. There's a lot of ice shit on the time. I know y'all seen all this ice shit on the timeline. All down the fucking timeline. Ain't nothing but ice. Killing and harassing motherfuckers and shit. Harassing goddamn American citizens and shit. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, shit. Plug my shit in. I'm live on my phone and shit. I'm trying to plug it in. All right, here we go. Would you say Cuba? Hold on. Ebony Dancer said, "Why is that Clarissa only fights in Detroit? Why is that? Is that because she cannot fill up the arena?" Um, huh? I don't know. I guess their team and shit. You know, when they put on these fights and shit, I guess they do it. You know, where she can put asses in seats for him first, and then eventually they venture out into bigger arenas and shit. You know what I mean? But I don't know if she is she fighting in Detroit this next fight coming up. I really haven't checked to see where this bout gonna be at. Is it gonna be in Detroit? Ebony said if Franchon does good, they will give CS the win. That's why Franchon gotta knock her out for the win. Yeah, they not. Yeah, she not gonna knock Clarissa out. I'm sorry, that shit ain't gonna happen. That shit ain't gonna happen. I'll put some money on that shit that Clarissa gonna go in there and beat that girl the fuck up. She said she better hold 50, don't buy out the arena. Now he ain't gonna 50 ain't gonna fuck with her like that. Like, yeah, he don't hate Clarissa like he didn't book her to come to one of his shows and perform like he performed on stage. He was holding her. He already said he liked Clarissa. He just, felt like fucking trolling him that day. You know what I mean? But yeah, he fucked with her. Like he's not that's not one of his rivals. If it was, Ja Rule or Rick Ross and shit like that, then yeah, 50 would do some he'd do some shit. He'd do some ultimate trolling shit. But he said he's gonna leave Clarissa alone so she can focus on you know, training and shit. So yeah, that's why he ain't really mentioned her no more because he he let her be so she can focus on training. Cause she all wrapped up in this social media frenzy and shit. But I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, you training and shit. How you got time to be dibbling and dabbling in the mess on social media? But yeah, she was on the internet on social media dibbling and dabbling in the mess. You say, Ebony, you say, I just don't care for because of the things that she had done and said to people. Then she started coming out to men saying she cannot them out. Huh? I guess you had some typos in, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. She just gotta get his social media shit rest, as far as like interfering with the, letting the, the shit that people saying about it interfere with her doing what she gotta do. You said I personally liked her at first, but now, nah, people give her compliments, and she be like, "What? My skin looks good. No, it's flawless. It's too cut. It's too. She's too cocky." Well, I believe her confidence is she gaining more confidence. I mean, cause she never really grew up with people telling her she looked beautiful or really got any attention like that. Like you could tell she one of them women that really just didn't stand out. Like, you know what I mean? So being as though like she got the eyes of the world watching her, it kind of gave her more a little bit more confidence. Sometimes it comes across as cocky. You know what I mean? Because her confidence feels a bit, she got her confidence up now. You know what I mean? So it can come across and rub some people the wrong way, but it is what it is. Some people ain't gonna give a fuck about that. Like some people ain't gonna really care for, you know, uh, that type of energy and vibe and shit. Like that don't register with everybody. You know what I mean? So she ain't gonna not everybody going she gotta realize ain't everybody ain't gonna like you. You can't really try to gain, you know what I mean? You know, uh, gain the likeness of everybody. Like, fuck it. Some people ain't gonna like you. Some people gonna love you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah, she don't be doing herself no justice when she be coming online responding to a lot of that shit neither. She that's where people you know what I mean? Like her her comebacks and shit be like she just don't have no type of media training. And the level that she at, she probably need to get a team of publicists around her. I don't even know if she have a publicist or none of that. Do she even have a publicist? I'm pretty sure she should have a publicist by now. Yeah, she might need to get a PR, a sharp PR team built around her. Yeah, she need right, Alicia. She needs PR training. That's why I said she need a sharp PR team around her. Some shit is required for social media because you got to keep your brand in the people's face somehow, some way. You know what I mean? So, but you could tell that the way she doing it ain't really working out for her. So she got to figure out a way to maintain her because it kind of looks like she's the villain. It's kind of look like she's the villain in it. they they basically villainizing her on social media because she with Papoose and Papoose still married to Remy. So they villainizing her, but they're not really villainizing Papoose. All right, well, I mean, they equally share that because Papoose married, Claressa ain't married, but she dealing with Papoose. He's still married to Remy, so they should equally share that that backlash or the criticism or whatever people say or whatever. Like it shouldn't be all really on Claressa. But I think because they be so hard on her is because the way she responds and shit. Like her responses be rubbing people the wrong way. It says she has no brand. That's why she don't endorse. That's why they don't endorse her. They not endorsing her while she's parading that married man. You know what? I don't. You know what? I don't know if I mean, you know what? That could play a part into it. I mean, that shit can either work for you or work against you. So I don't know if that could be playing a part in it. I don't know. And she don't have no endorsements though. I'm trying to think. She gotta have some endorsements. She don't have no endorsements. I don't know. I don't even know. She got said she don't have no endorsements. That's crazy. She gotta have some endorsements. Let me find out. Clarissa doing promo promo slots and shit on her page. And you can hit Clarissa up to get your shit promoted. Oh shit! You know what? Y'all hold on real quick.